Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Topher and I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm also on a limited budget, so I wanted to demonstrate it was possible to enjoy good quality beers without having to break the bank. So the beers that I review on this channel usually come in around the $2 price range. Now this month and part of this month of June and part of the month of July, not going to be $2 beers. They're going to be $3.67 beers that arrive in pint cans. And the reason for that is the good fortune I had to follow a local liquor store here in town, Liquor Lineup on Losee Road in North Las Vegas. If you're ever in North Las Vegas, look these guys up. They're awesome. But the deal that they had through Instagram was a very limited run. 14 cans, 14 pint cans for $50, $5 delivery fee. That equated to $3 and I think it was 97 cents per can. But my man threw an extra beer in there, which means that I paid $3.67 for each of these beers. And these are some exceptional beers. These are the kind of beers that normally are way, 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 way out of my price range. So it's going to be interesting. But what's kind of funny about this whole thing is out of 15 beers that arrived, 13 of them were IPAs or double IPAs, some variants of IPA. And of the two that were not IPAs, one of them was a hoppy pale ale. So me and my constant struggle with American brewers trying to get them to make something other than IPAs. There's only so much you can do. But today's selection, as I said, I paid 367 for. It does arrive in a pint can, and it's Evil Twin Brewing's Granny Smith's delicious Gala Macintosh apple streusel. So she's got one, two, three, four varieties of apple listed in this one thing. It is described as a sour India Pale Ale with milk sugar, apple, brown sugar, cinnamon, drink fresh, store cold. Has a 7% ABV. Typically, American IPAs come in between 5.5 and 7.5. Don't have any IBUs for this beer. Even when I went to Untapped and looked it up there was no IBUs for this beer. Evil Twin Brewing is out of Brooklyn, New York, a place that I formerly called home and love dearly. There is, if memory serves, okay, yeah, this beer is slightly more than a month old, so this is definitely drinking this beer fresh. There's no doubt about that. Um, I myself have had 8 beers from Evil Twin with an average score of 3.69. When I went to Untapped to check out this beer, absolutely none of my friends had had checked in on this beer, but 1,179 of us had and have given it a cumulative score of 4.05. So that ain't bad at all. And Evil Twin, I swear, Evil Twin is not cheap. Don't get me wrong. This is usually a brewery that I kind of, I usually rarely can I afford it. If I end up drinking Evil Twin, it's because either a distributor showed up at the creek and said, "Hey everybody, let's try this out," or I'm at a tasting or something like that. Because Evil Twin is usually just out of my price range. So, but as I said, 8 beers from them, average score 3.69, which means that I give them on the average a better than average score. I am going to be using my stemmed stone IPA glass for this particular beer. And let's go ahead, get this bad boy pouring. And I can already smell the apple. It actually kind of smells like apple cider. Uh, and let that settle a bit. What you're seeing is at least, I'd say 1.5 shades darker than the actual color. It's actually a nice, very light, crisp color, lots and lots of carbonation. I mean, this is like Pilsner type carbonation. I'm seeing a little bit of sediment in there too, and I'm assuming that's got to be apple sediment of some variety or another. This head seems to be kind of flimsy. Bubbles are popping right and left. So I imagine within the next couple of seconds, this isn't even going to have a head on it. Like as I said, I can already smell the apple. Gonna give it a quick beard wipe, see what I encounter. More apple, that's for sure. Gonna stick my schnoz in, see what else I can get. Smells like apple cider. As I said, this was a sour IPA, so it's a sour IPA. It has a very tart apple smell. Like I said, that cider kind of smell, that vinegary sort of bouquet. I don't see any reason to keep talking. I'm gonna go ahead and start drinking. Cheers. Mmm, man, that's good. That's really good. And I'm not a big fan of cinnamon. In fact, I don't like cinnamon. Um, If I'm very, very, very hungry and somebody offers me a cinnamon roll, I will eat it. But otherwise, I'm not a fan of cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not tasting a hell of a lot of cinnamon in this. There's just enough that it has sort of that baked apple sort of taste to it. But at the same time, I'm also getting fresh apple. Like I'm getting crisp, fresh apple. I'm getting baked apple. I'm getting that brown sugar, that cinnamon, that I mean, even though I'm not a fan of cinnamon, nobody can deny that the smell of an apple pie baking smells so good. It just does, and that's what this is like. This is like an apple pie. This is like an apple salad, an apple fruit salad with an apple pie dessert. I'm going to describe that as probably a medium high mouthfeel. There is some kind of spikiness to it. No alcohol burn whatsoever. 7% ABV. That's kind of surprising. You'd expect there to be a little bit, but honestly, this just tastes like a really good. It tastes it does taste like a beer. There's I'm not going to say it doesn't taste like a beer. It does taste like a beer, and to me that's a good thing. But it tastes like an apple beer. It does not taste like an apple cider. I am really, really liking this a lot. And I have absolutely zero idea what this beer would normally retail for, but it's a good beer. It's a very good beer, and I think the beer itself, honestly, I think the beer itself deserves a 4.5. So coming in a can, it's going to get that extra 0.25. Um, this beer right here, Granny Smith's Delicious Gala Macintosh Apple Streusel, is going to get a 4.75 from me. This is a tremendous beer. I love this beer. And I went into it with an open mind. As I didn't even tell you I don't like cinnamon until after I drank some of this because I thought I was not going to let that affect how I like this beer. I mean, Garage Brewing had a good apple pie beer too, which had some cinnamon into it, but it wasn't substantial. This is not a substantial amount of cinnamon either, and finally seeing a little closer to the actual color. It is in fact rather hazy, and you're not seeing the carbonation or the haziness, unfortunately, in the camera. But man, this is a good beer. It's so appley. And I swear to you, I can actually, like, I can pick out notes of each and every one of these different apples. The Granny Smith, the Delicious, the Gala, the Macintosh. I'm getting notes of each and every one of those. Evil Twin, you've really knocked yourself out on this one. I mean, 4.75 was the only score I could give this beer. So, guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Hey, good luck to all of us. Stay home, stay safe. Cheers, guys. Bye.